Hiya, it's me, Barry. For those of you new here, I make videos on casual games including tips and tricks, let's plays, and trying new games. Be sure to press the subscribe button to see more. Today we're going to be talking about befriending the kids of Portia, namely Jack, Toby, and the triplets Dolly, Molly, and Polly. For all of them, you can give them rubies, sapphires, and topazes, which most villagers do like, so that applies to all of them. And let's get started. Let's start with Jack. You can give Jack aroma apples or pine cocks glasses that you can get from fighting pine cocks once you've unlocked the collapsed wasteland. Next is Toby. For Toby, there's a bunch of gifts that you can give him. Like Jack, he also likes aroma apples, but he also likes apples, sunglasses, Rogue's headband, which by the way has no other use than to give them to Toby, or you can give him a toy robot, which you can get from inspections on the weekends at the Commerce Guild. And lastly, you can also give him the book Journey to the East, which you can get from the Day of the Bright Sun, which is the easiest way to get it, and probably the only thing you can do with it is to give them to Toby or another villager. Or you can play some games at the round table and exchange your knight's badges for that. I do recommend not doing that unless you do have the time and goals to spare, but if you do get the book from the Day of the Bright Sun, you can give it to Toby. So now we have Dolly. For Dolly, she likes the stuffed bear that you can find from hidden rooms in the ruins, but the stuffed bear is better off placed in your house. So unless you've maxed out the stats at your house, I wouldn't recommend giving the bear to Dolly. What you can give Dolly is the book Cooking Master, which, like the previous book I mentioned, you can get from the Day of the Bright Sun, or by playing games at the round table, which again I do not recommend unless you have goals and time to spare. Next we have Molly. For Molly, you can give her shells that drop from the shell enemy. I have no idea what they're called. Or you can give her a feather scarf, which you can get from poppycocks once you've unlocked the collapsed wasteland. So that is, very drop dependent. But if you do get it and you have better equips than the feather scarf, Molly will like that gift. And last on our list for today is Polly. For Polly, you can give her Asteria, but that's way later on into the game because you need to unlock a certain area before you can get Asteria, and that's not to be confused with Asteria Pot. Do not give Polly Asteria pots or pots of Asteria. She just likes the plain Asteria, which you can get later on in the game. Early on in the game, you can give her the same book that Toby likes, Journey to the East, that you can once again get from the Day of the Bright Sun, or from playing games at the round table. And that's pretty much it. Once again, remember that you can give all of them rubies, sapphires, and topazes. They all like those, so that is a good option for befriending these kids. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video!